Hey, I'm Austin Haygood.
And I'm Felicia Womack. Happy New Year. We hope that 2020 is a great year for everyone. Austin, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm Austin Haygood.
And I'm Felicia Womack. Happy New Year. We hope that 2020 is a great year for everyone. Austin, what are you doing?
Just working on my New Year's resolution. Do you have one?
Yes, mine is to eat healthier this year. Thanks, Steve.
It's January and winter's coming. We don't know when or how much, but when it hits, we want to be ready for it.
That's right, and everything you need to know about how Paulding County agencies prepare for and deal with winter weather is in this episode.
As well as how you and your family can be ready when the snow and ice start falling.
We spoke with Paulding County Emergency Management Agency, Department of Transportation, Sheriff's Office, and Animal Control to get this important information for you. We're here with Eve Cogsdale, Paulding County EMA Coordinator. Eve, we wanted to talk to you a little bit, since we're going into the winter weather season, about what you do here and how you help the citizens. First, could you give us a breakdown of advisories and warnings?
Yes, advisories and warnings are the two highest level products that the National Weather Service puts out concerning winter weather. They're higher level products even than watches or special weather statements. An advisory means that there are nuisance conditions that exist, and they could be particularly dangerous if you don't take precautions in advance. Warnings, whether you're talking about severe weather or winter weather, are the highest level product put out by the National Weather Service. So anytime you see a warning, that means that there is significant threat to life and property. You always want to take weather warnings very seriously. Even if you take precautions, you still could face severe life-threatening conditions.
How should citizens prepare for winter weather?
Families want to make sure that they have a family emergency communications plan in place so that they know how to get in touch with each other. If they've got kids at school or parents at work, when the event happens, if everybody's not together, they want to make sure that they have a way that they can communicate with each other. Having a contact out of state that they can reach out to in case they're not able to make direct contact is a good idea. You also want to make sure that you have an emergency supply kit at home. So at least 1 gallon of water for each member of your family per day. You want to plan to prepare to be inside your home and self-sufficient for 3 days. So making sure that you have enough food and water for your family for 3 days. Also making sure you've got plenty of blankets at home, extra emergency supplies, medical prescriptions, glasses. If you have a chimney or a wood-burning stove, you want to make sure that you get those cleaned and inspected once a year to minimize your risk of fire hazards. And then also certain considerations. If you have pets, make sure that you have a way to bring them inside, take care of them when temperatures freeze, taking care of your pipes and plumbing. If it drops below freezing, letting your faucets drip. So in addition to your kits, there are other things that you want to make sure you do to winterize your home. Also, you want to have a kit in your vehicle that contains an ice scraper. Sand or kitty litter is a good idea for getting traction if you're in your vehicle and you find that you're sliding on ice and snow. Making sure you have blankets, anything to stay warm if you do find yourself in the car in a winter emergency.
How can citizens get information on weather events?
The best way for citizens to get information on winter weather warnings that may be issued or winter weather in general is Code Red. Citizens can sign up and create a Code Red profile, and then based on the address where they create their profile, they'll get any weather warning or other important warnings for their location so that they can go ahead and take steps. Another good way is our social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, at Paulding Co. EMA, and we will go ahead and start discussions on there about weather that we see coming up in the next 3 to 5 days.
How are school closings determined?
Anytime we see weather conditions in the forecast that may impact normal day-to-day operations for our citizens, we're taking that information from the National Weather Service, and then we're providing that to those decision makers within our county.
Well, Eve, thank you for all this great information. I'm sure it will help the citizens. Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
If anybody would like to sign up for Code Red, they can always text My Paulding GA to 99411 to receive a link to sign up so that they can create their profile to start receiving Code Red messages.
We're with Sergeant Ashley Hanson of the Paulding County Sheriff's Office. Ashley, how does the Paulding County Sheriff's Office respond to emergencies during winter weather events?
So we've been fortunate enough with the utilization of SPLOST funds to purchase Ford Explorers like the one you see behind us. And the good thing about these vehicles is that they are four-wheel drive, and so we're able to respond to winter weather emergencies in the four-wheel drive Explorers. So whether it's snowing, sleeting, raining, whatever the situation is, we're able to utilize these Ford Explorers to respond to any emergency calls that we might get. We also have some Jeep Cherokees that we appropriated from the Paulding County Parks and Recreation Department. They're a little bit older in nature, and they have the ability to respond to more off-road situations because they are a little bit older and not in quite as good a condition.
Ashley, how can citizens stay informed during winter weather events?
So the Sheriff's Office works in conjunction with Paulding EMA, Paulding Fire, and Paulding E911, and we all work together collaboratively to send out similar messages via social media. So what we want to encourage our citizens to do is like all those pages, follow all those pages, and that way you will get a message that's similar in nature from either one or all of us, because we found that the easiest way to get information out, especially in winter weather emergencies, is the utilization of social media.
Well, Ashley, thanks for all the great information.
You're welcome. And just want to make sure everyone remembers, if you have an emergency, call 911 if you can. If you can't, you can always text 911. And for your non-emergency calls, please call 770-445-2117. Thank you.
We're with Ronnie Morris, Road Superintendent with Paulding County DOT. Ronnie, can you tell us what kind of equipment you use during inclement weather?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, we have brine machines to put down before the weather starts, try to reduce the temperature before it starts to freeze, roads start to freeze. If that's after that use, we have snow plows. We've got 3 snow plows. We've got 2 motor graders we can scrape roads with. We've got 7 sand spreaders. So basically, we got backhoes and loaders, of course. Several different pieces of machinery on this yard right here. Right now.
Where do the calls come from during inclement weather?
Mainly when the weather starts in, we'll contact 911 dispatch from our building here at maintenance, and they'll route all calls to us. We don't like for a lot of people calling from all different sources, so we just want one source calling in to us, and it's usually from 911.
How do you prioritize what roads will be treated?
Usually throughout the year, the roads, they'll study traffic counts on major roads, the major arteries for the county. That's what we call priority 1 roads, priority 2 roads, or it might be bridges, certain bridges in the county too, like Bill Creek, all the 5 bridges on Bill Creek Parkway, for instance. Fire stations, hospital, jail, sheriff's department, EOC building, like that, and then it just goes on down. We don't include subdivision roads in the priority roads because we're restricted on the materials we have in stock and the equipment we have to use.
Well, thank you for all the information, and thank you for working so hard to keep our roads safe during the winter.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
We're here with Katie Shipman at Paulding County Animal Control talking about pets in winter weather. Katie, with the winter weather approaching, do you have some tips for pet owners?
Yes. During the cold weather, it's very important to keep them safe. One thing is to, once it gets below the freezing point, if you could, bring them inside. That way they are out of the elements and nice and cozy on your bed or your couch. If you cannot bring them inside, there are some ways to keep them safe, including renting a crate from us. We do have a program here at Animal Control that we could rent you a crate for the winter time.